Hey Hugbugs, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Second Look Scripts. Second Look Scripts is your full-scope editing service. Whether it's a script, novel, graphic novel, play, or erotic Babylon 5 fanfiction, you can have your work edited and proofread by Second Look Scripts. The entire process costs just a penny per word. Second Look Scripts is an independent editor who will help find plot holes, question character decisions, and break down your work beat by beat. You'll then be given a fully edited hard copy of your work, as well as a one-on-one consultation with your editor. All of that for just a penny a word. So check out secondlookscripts.com, enter the offer code HUGLIFE, and you'll get an additional 10% off your edit, which comes right back to us and helps support the show. Once again, go to secondlookscripts.com and enter the offer code HUGLIFE. And now, let's start the show.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey, Derek.
Are we going to have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips, I'm Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a good
part,
point.
you know? It's so funny.
It's funny. Should
Yeah.
I do it for them before we start?
Yeah, it's the
Do you
worst
believe
thing.
in magic in a young girl's farce? I sing a lot of stupid songs.
The fact that
and
you
that's
have to
the one that made you laugh so hard.
Differentiate that she's a young girl.
Young girl, that is what makes it creepy. We're starting the podcast and I'm crying
It's
laughing.
so
I'm
funny.
cry laughing.
Okay. Oh, whew, I'm sorry. That was
Welcome
so
to the
funny.
Hug Life podcast. I'm Monica Nevi.
And I'm Mike Coletta.
That's Mike Coletta. You make some really creepy songs, Mike.
That was
It's a young girl's farce.
there's just such a visual that happens for some reason.
It's great to start the podcast being completely derailed. Oh, man, you guys. Welcome to the podcast. We've missed you. We're in a new Hug Central station.
The Hug Central Station.
The new one.
It has its own Wi-Fi.
It has its own Wi-Fi, both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz.
Do you know
We
the difference?
each have separate rooms now, which is nice.
What?
I mean, it's nice, but I think Monica really is upset about it.
Walls. What?
Why do you not like sleeping in the same room as me? Is that
No.
a problem?
Mm-mm, it's
No?
the worst.
Oh,
Yeah. I think I'm going to be nicer to you now.
I doubt that. I sincerely doubt that. Don't forget, you can rate and review, subscribe to the show on iTunes. That's important to do. It helps the team out. It makes us feel good. Wow. We're just kicking it strong.
Sorry.
You can also
Sorry.
rate and review and subscribe to us on Stitcher. That also helps, and Stitcher's fun. We're on Racketeer Radio every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. You can click on our Amazon banner and buy my new single, Do You Believe in Magic and a Young Girl's Farts? You can buy that on MP3. Also subscribe to Amazon Prime because it gets you free 2-day delivery
And
on my
then you would be
on my
trying
CD.
to convince other people that
Like,
her
hey,
farts are magic.
guys,
you
her
know what I mean?
farts
Not
have
only is
magical-
she young, but then you're
in my
like,
mind,
hey.
in my mind,
guys.
it's like this guy sees a girl fart, and then like he sees like magical sparkles and a fairy fly out, and he's like, "Wait a second, this girl's farts are
What if
magical."
that guy-
And then he spends the entire movie trying to convince everyone else.
But what if he was on acid when that happened?
You know, that's a good question.
And
I was going to
then
say the whole
he
movie.
just saw a fairy come out of a child's ass?
Yeah, I was going to say the movie ends and he wakes up in an insane asylum. It was all a dream.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
would
it
hope
sounds like.
so.
That's what it sounds like to me.
All
So
right.
it's kind of a dark song, but it'll be okay.
Of course.
We're recording on the floor of my room. It's got carpet. There's no bed.
Not allowed to eat the salad
Not
that I
allowed to
made
eat-
in a pot.
I mean, if you want to eat the salad, you can, but then the listener has to listen to you chew it.
That's true. I already burped kind of loud.
You did burp
Sorry.
kind of loud. You do that sometimes. That's kind of your thing. But yeah, use our Amazon banner. Go to huglifepodcast.com, click on the link, and then shop as you normally would, and it gives us a little kickback, and it's really nice to do, and it helps us out, and we really appreciate it. And also, shows coming up. Monica, what shows you got coming up?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't think I have anything really coming up.
April 20th, I'm in Sacramento for the World Series of Comedy.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And then the 24th, I'm in San Diego.
At the Madhouse?
Yep. And then the next Wednesday after that,
Oh, yeah.
math, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm at in San Diego at the Red Wagon.
I guess the day this drops, I am at the Scene in North Hollywood. That's the show.
Oh, the Scene.
Yeah, it's the name of it. It's the Scene.
Does everyone like have their bangs cut and they're like,
if they don't, then they're wrong. So I hope they do.
No one understands
I'll be really
me.
upset. No one gets the Scene
Sorry.
I'm in. Oh God, no one gets me. You can like us on Facebook at the Hug Life Podcast. You can follow Monica on Twitter at Monica Nevi. You can follow me at Me Coletta. You can follow Monica on Instagram at Monica Nevi as well. She takes pictures. You can follow me on at Me Coletta, but I don't really take pictures, so it's just like a.
I took a picture of all the dicks we
symbolic
drew
thing.
at trivia.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Posted it.
And that's all the plugs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel good? I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I mean, it's kind of a late. I feel like this is like the late night series again.
It's gonna. What the fuck was that?
Remember the late night
Sounded
series?
like an ambulance train.
A trambulance.
Oh, a trampulance. Yeah, it feels like a kind of a goofy
What was the
pillow
the
talk
Pillow
one,
Talk
like we
series.
used
That's
to do
what it
in
was.
tour.
Yeah.
Well, I've been driving. I drove down from Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of driving, so
You drove forever.
a little loop-de-doo.
A little loop-de-doo and a loop-de-dee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before we really get started, though, we did get a listener email.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Let's listen to listener email.
We're not gonna-
And by listen to it, I mean you read it and we listen and I listen. And I look at you intently
Let me read
while
it.
laying
It
on the
says,
floor.
Dear Monica, hi, I'm Dr. Stevenson, covering for Dr. Mirage today. Your pap smear was normal. Plan to repeat this in 3 years. Take care, Dr. Stevenson.
I'm glad that Dr. Stevenson's a fan.
Yeah.
I appreciate him.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I think I kind of wish if you'd tell us what segments you'd like instead of just the pap smear segment we do.
I think this is the part. I did get a pap smear last week, and obviously everything's fine. But when she was looking down there, she was like, well, visually everything looks normal. And I went, just normal? Not like great?
Not like spectacular. Well, that's what I was saying.
She was kind of like, what?
Hey, Monica, this is Dr. Stevenson. Your pap smear came back negative, as in you have the worst vagina.
First of all, they sent me 2 emails.
2? They
Yeah.
doubled down?
Like 2 different doctors were like substituting or whatever for
Oh, that's interesting.
my doctor. And so they were like, your pap smear is fine. And then the second one, we did like a chlamydia and gonorrhea test.
Do you have those?
No.
No, negative?
Yeah,
That's
so he
good.
sent me that as well. But then it goes, pap smear is negative. Gonorrhea and chlamydia tests are negative. Good.
Good.
Like, just in case I didn't know
That's good.
that was good. Yeah, he was like,
Good job. Good work.
Dr. Jones.
Nice work.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Call me Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Is that his name?
I think it's Joshi.
Thank you for the listener email.
Yeah,
Dr.
just to
Stevenson.
update. Everything's good
That's
down there,
good.
you know?
You know, I always wanted to know, and I'm
Do
sure
you
all
go to the
listeners wanted
dick
to know.
doctor?
I don't go to the dick doctor.
See? So
There.
we don't know. Everyone's kind of on the
Dr.
edge.
Stevenson, look at my peener.
Dr. Stevenson.
I don't know what age I have to be to start doing the prostate exam that all the hack comedians joke about. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, it's
So then I can make my own
probably
hat
up
jokes
there
about
because
it.
she told me like mammograms don't start until you're like 40.
Really?
Yeah, so she was like, "You're fine for now."
I like the word mammogram. I like that word.
You put your
Mammogram.
you put your tits in like this clamp thing, and it smashes them down.
Ow.
Yeah, and
Does
then
it
they're
hurt
like, "How
when
that
your
would be
boobs
terrible
get
to find out
smashed
you had
out?"
breast cancer." Now that I think about it, they smash your tits, and they're like, "Hey, you have cancer."
I was trying to do the. Did it hurt when you fall from heaven? Did it hurt when I smashed your tits with that machine?
She's like, "Yeah, I fucking did."
Yeah, it really, really
It's
did.
the worst. Anyways, but that's how you check. So you guys got to get a finger in the butt.
Yeah, we're all about sexual health here on the podcast.
Well,
The prostate exam isn't really sexual health at all. It's really just like
yeah, that's not sexual health, but
mhm.
and neither are your boobs.
Your boobers.
You don't really get STDs in your boobs.
Really?
No, you don't.
That'd be bad.
But
It'd be TTDs.
eventually. But why?
I don't know why. Oh, just knocked it
No,
over.
hey, pick that up.
Oh, hey, leg.
You guys know the movie Christmas Story? As
Yeah.
in you guys as you and that lamb.
Yeah?
That's what that's from.
That's what that's from?
It's the leg.
I didn't put that together.
You didn't?
No, I
Are
didn't.
you serious?
Yeah, I didn't.
You thought I just had the leg?
Yeah, I
had
thought
like
you
a
were just
weird leg
creepy.
lamp?
I thought you were just a creepy person.
That's really weird, actually.
Well, you're kind of a weird
I
person.
thought you knew that.
Kind of a bizarre person.
And I was like,
You
hey,
read
look at
your
this
pap
cool
smear
lamp.
email on the podcast.
Well, then that's not a pap smear. That was a listener.
Oh, it was a listener. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just want to let us know.
Dr. Stevenson, I'm sorry.
I hope
You're great.
everyone is having a good time down, like their, all their pap smears are going
Hey,
well.
guys.
Awesome.
Here at Hug Life
And
Podcast.
all your dick doctor visits.
We hope your genitals are great. Okay? Good for
Your
you.
genitals are great. That's what the name of the episode.
Your genitals are great?
Yes.
I thought it was going to be Young Girls Farts.
It should be just, do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic? Okay, that's going to be the name of the podcast. And then we'll just see. We try not to have... Okay, picking a title is kind of hard because we don't want to be too dirty because iTunes does censor
We like to
stuff.
trick old people into listening to our podcast.
Oh, this one's about magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God. Pap smears. And then they just have like a stroke.
Children toots.
Children toots.
Yeah.
Do you believe in magic? In a young girl's farts. Monica eats kale on the apartment podcast. She eats the kale, and no one knows that she's gonna fail because we hear it. And it's delicious, and it's actually quite nutritious. It is,
That's
yeah,
pretty good.
it is good.
It's kale, yeah.
It's kale, and it's good for you. The new apartment's great. I really like Hug Central Station. Moving in, it's actually probably the easiest move-in I've ever had because I don't have a lot of stuff. Like, I have very bare-bones stuff right now.
It's so hot.
I live on an airbed.
It's so hot.
It's so hot in here?
Well, everywhere. So
Everywhere, yeah.
moving in this morning was difficult because I was sweating my dick hole off.
Oh, jeez. Your whole dick hole off.
Yeah, it's
Clean
closed
off.
up now. There's no hole.
Oh, no.
This is only going to get worse.
This is a weird
Everyone
one.
knows this.
I mean, I feel like we should have our separate podcast feeds where it's just like Hug Life Podcast, and then when it's a week off, you just check the weird
It's like
one podcast.
We recorded this after 10 p.m. and then
We did.
Then it's weird.
And that's what makes it weird. But I like it, though.
I do too. Okay, but we're going to talk about moving.
Moving in.
Moving into new places is exciting.
It is exciting.
And we talk about roommates a little bit.
Can I describe it in this way, which is kind of a nerd way to describe it, so I don't want you to check out?
No.
Oh, come on. But when you play like a video game for the first time, specifically like a role-playing one, and you start out with like nothing, that's what it feels like living in LA. It's like, I have nothing yet, but hopefully I'm going to get all the gold pieces.
What if you don't?
What if I don't? Well, then
Let's get
life
real for
wouldn't
a
be like a
second.
video game, and then my whole setup would be a failure.
But you can't have fun now anyways.
My whole
right?
training.
You could live in a tent.
I have a tent
I
and an
have
air
a tent.
mattress.
Yeah.
Life is beautiful.
Everything's going to be fine.
I mean, I'm going to live in the same room as you again if this doesn't work out, so it's all good.
Yeah, what room is that?
The room next door.
Come on.
What?
Sorry.
You're confusing me.
I know. I'm reading and talking to you at the same time.
That's totally okay. I mean, it's totally unprofessional, but it's totally okay.
Well,
So moving in, we're at a new 3-bedroom place, okay? It's in Panorama
City Beach.
Panorama City is the name of it. It's very nice. There's lots of stores nearby. We have 2 parking spots.
Panorama.
Panorama City,
Yeah.
named after a wonderful Pam Nevy. It's nice though. It is so nice having our own rooms. Oh my gosh, I can't stress it enough, folks. Okay, living with a person for that long, I feel like we've done something. We've accomplished something because it's a challenge.
Yeah, you're still alive. Things are going well.
I mean, you're still alive. What
we
makes
almost
sense
bought a freezer today, so we had to kill someone's husband.
to put them in the freezer?
Put them in the freezer. Why else
'Cause
would
we
you
have
need a
them-
freezer that's on its side?
Oh, can we talk about Los Angeles not having refrigerators in their apartments? That's weird.
We bought a mini fridge.
We bought a mini fridge,
I
though.
bought it in cash.
You bought it in cash like a drug dealer.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
But really, it was
We were
comedy
in
money.
Costco, so it was fine.
And then it was broken, and then I returned it and got us a new one.
Oh, I forgot about
And it was
that.
very off the books. Costco works very off the books.
Did you buy it today? Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
All right, get over here. Come on. Hey, get in this corner over here. Come on. And the guy's like, I have to walk you out. I'm like, that's kind. He's
Did
like,
he
no,
hold your
it's-
hand?
No, he didn't. I wish he would have.
Yeah, maybe we should go back. What was his name?
I don't know what his name was. I didn't ask.
Are you in love?
No, I'm not in love. It's only like at best.
Like?
Uh-huh.
Not like.
I go from zero to like very quickly.
Zero to
Yeah.
That's a good comedy album name.
Zero to like.
Yeah.
Zero to like. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's no like, do you believe in magic? You snorted.
It's so dumb.
I don't know, though. I moved all your stuff. It was pretty easy because you were gone.
Yeah,
that was
thanks
simple.
for doing that.
It was pretty simple. It wasn't too bad. Edith is a great machine
Otis.
to move stuff. It's wonderful.
It's a car. That would be probably way better than if you had to like piggyback
Or like
on
a
my
stagecoach.
shit. Yeah. Ooh, you had
Or
to
a horse.
ford a river.
Ooh, and then all your clothes died.
What if you had to Oregon Trail? All of your clothes died of dysentery.
All your clothes had to, as in they got waterlogged in the LA River. It's really gross
yeah,
water. So.
anything that goes in there will die immediately.
Although, Joanna, the LA River is never really full of water at all.
I don't think I've ever seen water there.
I've seen a little bit of water in it. Like it trickles. Okay.
Pee-pee.
It trickles. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like my worst moves ever. And my worst move ever was probably leaving my apartment in Renton, only because I had to do so much stuff to get out.
Yeah, to have like all of your shit in one place.
It's not good.
I had a bed I shared with someone else, so that was easier. And then I had an apartment with some teammates, and I had a futon that I'd slept on as a futon all the time.
As a bed?
No, like I didn't put it down.
You didn't put it into bed mode?
No, it was a weird time in my life, but
yeah, that is a bad time. If you don't put the futon into bed mode, you're in a whole different place.
Right, but what if you put the futon into bed mode? Then are you trapped there?
No.
I think maybe that's how it works.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, then you settle there.
Do you have a natural fear of futons?
And then you die alone on a futon. Sounds terrible.
I don't think you know what... I think we're talking about two different things. I think we're talking about two different things now.
I'm just saying. I lived on a futon for a year.
Well, hey, for a gift, I got you this brand new futon.
Oh, futons.
Guys, put it back. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it.
Sometimes I just don't want to go all the way to bed.
Futons. You don't want to go all the way to bed.
When you wish you were already there. That's pretty good. Anyways, I've always had pretty good roommates, though.
Yeah, I mean, you have the best one right now, so.
Well, have you ever had like a really bad roommate experience?
Not really. I've had roommates do weird things. Like one time my roommate got really high and he forgot that he was boiling water for top ramen, and then he left the apartment and he almost lit the apartment on fire.
I've done that.
You've done that?
It wasn't with boiling water, but I left some salmon in the oven.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Cameron got up and turned it off.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah. Things were going well.
Yeah, I've never had a roommate where I'm like, you're the worst person ever and I never want to live with you
What
again.
would you say to someone who had a really bad roommate? What if they were like just dirty all the time? Like all the time.
Oh, gross.
And
like, don't shower. That's gross to me.
And then they never did anything. Like they were always home. They just like never didn't work. And then they ate your food and stuff without asking.
That's the worst.
And then
that's the one that gets me.
But I'm just saying. Okay.
If I had that.
And then they use your computer to watch
internet
pornography. Yeah. And then you come home and they're just like wearing your Porter Rancis shirt.
Well, that's really weird because I've done all this stuff to you. Because you do have a Porter Rancis shirt.
I do.
And I go on your bio.
I have that same shirt.
I go on your bio all the time.
I'm just saying, so what if you lived with that person? Maybe there's someone out there listening right now. You know what I mean? That's like, this is the worst scenario.
And they need to
this
get out
is
of the
worst.
situation.
They have all these bad things. Well, not even just, but how do they deal with it? What do they do?
What do you do?
Advice with Mike Coletta.
You sit the person down.
Okay.
You tell them all your grievances.
Duct tape them to a chair.
Yeah, and if they don't listen to you, and if they just get mad, then that's the time to move out. But you got to talk to them first.
Oh, that was pretty good.
You like that advice?
Yeah.
You think we could be an advice columnist? And
Yeah.
by columnist, I mean a person that has a radio
What
show.
might make someone mad when you call them out for things they're obviously doing? Like what's going on with them?
People don't like being called out on anything or being blamed for anything or like
true.
admitting up like to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one thing that drives me crazy. Like when you're just like driving around is when people make a mistake while driving and they don't own up to it. They just double down on the angry.
Yeah, well,
You see some people that are like cool and they're like, oh, my bad. And they'll like put a hand up and be like, I'm sorry.
right.
But that doesn't really happen that often.
Yeah, everybody's right though.
Everybody's right?
Yeah, like that's the problem. So everybody's right. So then
they
no
think
one
they're right?
Then no one can be wrong. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm never wrong.
Exactly.
Just kidding. So you're right, but you're not right because I'm right.
Yeah. But I'm always right.
This is so confusing. I don't know. I've never had I guess I've gotten lucky in that way that I've never had a really bad roommate situation.
I had two roommates that didn't like each other.
Oh.
But they liked me, but they were like fighting with each other eventually. Something about a hand job.
Did one of them get a hand job from the other roommate?
And then they stopped talking. Like it was really bad. Like,
that was a really terrible hand job.
It was just a terrible hand job.
Why would you do that? I didn't even want that. I just wanted to eat pizza rolls in the dark.
Yeah. While getting a hand job. That wouldn't be.
I mean, that is a dream of mine. So.
Anyways.
But why did they get mad at each other?
Yeah. So it was two girls I lived with.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Two girls. And one of them gave a hand job to another one's best friend or something, or someone was dating. You know how it gets all confusing.
Yeah.
So somebody was dating this guy. I was going to say, it doesn't matter. This guy. And then the other roommate gave him a hand job while still he was kind of dating that person.
Oh, no.
And then the other roommate was the best friend with the guy. So then it was just a lot of drama.
It is a lot of drama.
Especially for a hand job, you know, like at least...
If a girl...
Should be something better.
I'm confused. This is completely off topic, but if a girl gets finger blasted, is that a hand job?
No, I mean, it would probably be the equivalent of it. Is that what you're asking?
Finger blasted.
Like just the... Yeah, no, I think it's just fingering, right?
Because you're not going to be like, I just gave Kathy a hand job.
I hope even if that's what you called it, that you wouldn't say it in that context ever. It sounds like you're walking back out of the bathroom at a holiday Christmas party, you know, like an employee like holiday party. Yeah.
Like, guys, I just gave Kathy a hand job. High five, but not that hand. It's so dumb.
Gross.
I had friends that had bad roommates. This one roommate, this one house that I didn't live in with my best friends. They lived in a house in Pullman, and they had a squirrel infestation, which is one of the funniest infestations to have.
Those are such large things to...
Yeah, they had a squirrel
did they hide?
living in their house, and its name was Bucky, and they couldn't trap it. And it was terrifying because
infestation. The squirrel just clearly is the head of that household.
That's what happened. It ended up happening that way. But that happened to them. They had their house broken into also. And then they had a roommate. And one night he got hammered, like blacked out drunk. And he tried to make like tacos or something or some sort of...
Did he actually burn the house
food?
down?
No.
Oh.
But he put all the food in the dryer instead of the oven or the microwave and just turned it on and then walked away and passed out. Just like threw all the ingredients for whatever he was making in the dryer. And left. And even that, like, as like a bad roommate scenario, it's still like a funny thing.
Right. Well, like I've done some shitty things. Like I left the, I put the salmon in the oven, like that kind of thing that I feel really, really bad for. But I feel like all my roommates were kind of like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
One time when I was in college, when you like live in the dorm, did you live in dorms?
I loved the dorms.
With just one other person, you're all in the same room.
Me
oh, is that why you've had
room?
No problem with our living situation for the past 3 months? It was the same thing.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not as good as Pat as far as like a roommate goes, but
I'm trying.
Because like you're trying really hard, but you're not trying hard enough. I feel like.
Yeah. What was I saying?
You were saying you were living in the dorms.
Oh, right. And we were kind of never there at the same time. It was a good friend and a teammate of mine. I love her, but we were kind of never there at the same time because we both had boyfriends. So we'd like leave, then not really be there or whatever. Mm-hmm. One time, all four of us spent the night in the thing. That was the best. There was pillow talk happening. Anyways, there was like, I came home drunk once, like by myself. She's not there. And I go to make Easy Mac in the microwave, right? And then, so I put the bowl. So what I remember is that I put the bowl in there, water, noodles,
Easy
microwaved
Mac basics, yeah.
opened it, looked at it, and was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go to bed. And left it there, right? I wake up in the morning to find out that I don't really know what happened, but when I opened the microwave in the morning, there was just a bowl and the powdered cheese and nothing else in it.
What?
Right? Like I hadn't put the noodles or water or anything. I think I had just microwaved a bowl and then opened it up and poured the cheese in it. And either realized like, oh fuck, I just did not make macaroni and cheese. That's what I did. Or thought that I was done and just went to
communal, like, because we had a communal dining room on our floor that was like had a microwave in it and stuff, and pots and pans and like a stove, I think, in an oven. And it was always a dicey place to do anything. Like, it was never a good place to be.
I don't like to cook around people.
Cook around.
Also,
people.
Apparently, sometimes when you're cooking, you just decide halfway through you don't want to anymore.
That happens a lot. Drunk cooking's dangerous.
And you go to bed.
This is one thing you guys should get out of this
microwave.
podcast. Drunk cooking, even microwave, is dangerous. Don't do it.
That's true.
Be safe out there.
Yeah. Just make a salad in a pot.
Just make a salad in a pot because you don't know any bowls. Do you... I kind of want to do the top 5 turnaround right now. Is that okay to do that? Can we do that right now?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to
Are
go
you?
for it. I'm really ready. I think I'm good. I'm ready. I feel confident in my abilities.
This goes right with what we were just talking about. So
All right.
I'm going to give you the top 5 worst types of roommates.
Worst types of roommates. Okay.
Worst types of roommates.
Here we
And
go.
you're going to tell me why you would want to live with that person.
Okay. I want to live with that person because of you. Okay. I'm ready to go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Number 5. The deadbeat. So, he doesn't do anything.
Just always at home. Doesn't do anything.
Yep. You knew this from the beginning because you guys were friends and you'd go out to the bar and he'd be like, oh, I'll get the next one and make you pay all the time. So he's like never paying for anything. And he is always there.
Reason that it's good and I want to live with them is he's always there. There's always someone to hang out with. There's always someone to hang out with at the place.
That's the saddest thing ever.
What?
Sorry.
Because he's always there. You have a friend to hang out with all
You're
the
right.
time.
You're right.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, okay.
Why are you being so judgy in my top 5 turnaround
No, I'm not.
answers?
You're right.
Yeah, I killed it. Next one.
Let's do it. Number 4, food stealer. Ready? This is the one that makes you angry.
This is the one that makes me angry.
So, yeah, it's he knows for sure, or she knows for sure that it's your food, and she's still, and then denying it. It says in this little thing. So you're like, I smell the salami, and I was like, no.
Positive spin to this would be, I would probably lose weight. I started eating all my food.
That's the best answer
Right?
I've ever had. That's
Right?
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably lose weight.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is.
In a freak way, it would be healthier.
Maybe that's why she's trying to help you out.
Yeah. You never know.
I'm
Thanks,
not gonna-
Kathy. Gave her an HJ. She ate my food. It's good.
Yeah. Hey, Kathy, I bought these pizza rolls. I shouldn't eat them. I'll give you an HJ if you just... Jesus. All right. So he would lose weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number 3 is the couch potato. So every time they're home, they're always on the couch, always watching TV, taking over the living room area. They're just eating some chips, wiping it on their apparel.
I mean,
it's important. But.
In a way, I could be this person, so I could see that. But the positive of it is it goes back to having someone to hang out with, but that's not the only reason. The other reason is it makes you be more active because you're like, I don't want to be like that. I should go outside and be active and live an active lifestyle.
But what if you want to use the, like the living room area?
Then you gotta get a good excuse going. You gotta be like, I'm having a party, and then they go, oh, okay, and then they go in their room, and then no one showed up to the party, but you get the party space.
But what if he notices?
Then I kill him. and I put them in the freezer I made.
You made the
And I built it out of boxes. A mini fridge.
Well, this got weird, but
not gonna lie, feeling kind of scared.
Yeah. Okay,
So that one is he makes you more active.
Yeah, well, and then if he's doing something on the TV that you don't want, you're like, well, I'll go do something else then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, Mr. or Mrs., I suppose, OCD. So they're always, everything's too dirty, you gotta clean up. They're like your parents, like, why don't you clean up after yourself? That kind of thing.
So they make you clean up, or they clean it up too?
Well, they clean it up, but they also like get on you for not cleaning up your type of shit.
Well, it is nice having someone clean up after you in a certain way, so you can see them cleaning up after you. And it is a plus because when people would come over, they'd be like, oh, look how clean your place is. You know what I mean? Because you got made to clean up.
That's true.
Like, it would look where you'd look really good to your friends. You'd be like, wow, Mike's got his shit together.
Yeah.
Look at how clean his place is. And
You're
I'd be
right.
like, yeah, it's that fucking neat freak Monica that's ruining my life.
Yeah, that's funny because
That's what I would say.
I never really thought about it till now. I clean like a decent amount before people come over, but all the people I've been to, like parties, and I'm like, wow, it is really, like, it looks really nice in here. It's really clean. Like,
You feel good. You
Yeah,
get
I
impressed.
do. I think I feel a little
That's
bit
right.
better.
Hey, you know,
Good for them.
I want to live with Monica from Friends.
Yeah.
I want to marry
She's
Monica
the
from Friends.
She's the better Monica. I'm going to be honest.
She is.
All right. So, yeah, and you look good to your friends. You could probably score some more dates, you know?
You definitely score some more
You'd be
dates.
like, I take care
Yeah, this
of
is
my
my place.
shit.
I'm
This
really
is-
responsible. I'm clean.
Yeah.
And it's all the other person, but you look good.
Excuse me.
You got to benefit from that person being kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I like it.
What if you woke up and someone was just cleaning you?
I mean, that would be kind of like a sponge bath scenario.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
That wouldn't be too bad. I could use a cleaning.
I could use a cleaning. Bring it on. I could use a cleaning. That's amazing. It was good. This has been a solid. This has been a
killing
solid
it.
top 5.
I'm
track.
firing on
Are
all.
you ready?
I'm firing on all
Last one.
cylinders. Okay, let's
Last
go.
one. The slob. So the
Ooh.
opposite of the OCD is leaving stuff around, dirty dishes, and maybe some of their stuff that should be in their room is out all over the thing.
This is one of those things where you hang out, like if you're rating someone's attractiveness on a scale of 1 to 10, you got to hang out with 3s or 4s to look like an 8, you know? And that's what the slob does. The slob makes you look great. He makes you look so good if you live with the slob. If you live with the slob and he's like covered in pork
I
rinds.
just want to go back to the 3 and 8 thing.
I heard some terrible person say that once where they're like, you got to hang out with 3s and 4s to look like a 10 or some shit like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, but you do that with the slob. It's like that.
Oh, okay. So you look cleaner.
You look great if you live with a slob. It's like, oh, Mike's winning the roommate battle.
But-
It's like winning the breakup, like winning the hidden competition.
But that's more for you, I feel like. Like if you're bringing people over and you're like, oh, it's Monica, it's her stuff, it's not mine, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, well, it's still fucking messy.
And then you're just like on the couch and you have like a neck beard and you're just covered in grease.
Yeah. Because when you drop enough shitty food on yourself, your neck just starts growing hair.
I think you look good with a neck beard.
Just a neck beard?
Just a neck beard. Nothing
Nowhere else?
Nowhere else. But when I say neck beard, I mean like under chin, like down here, like Abe Lincoln.
But does it go down?
It could. It could go into your chest hair that you already have.
But you're thinking...
You have like a giant thing of chest hair, right?
It's just a really long happy trail.
Mm-hmm. It's a happy freeway.
Yeah,
It's a jolly expressway.
It's a happy freeway. It's a happy 405.
But yeah, the slob makes you look great.
Okay, I mean,
There's a positive for living with
that
Ellie
way.
James. I killed this one. I feel great about it.
Yeah, I think you did really
Tell me
good.
I did really good.
You did great. That
Thank
was
you.
probably
You're
your
the
best
best.
performance.
You're wonderful. Never change, Monica.
Okay.
You're great.
You're great.
Thank you. Do you want to live in the same room again?
No, thank you.
I really like bringing that up. Like when you were on the phone and you called me and you're like, hey, I'm going to be there soon. I'm like, oh, cool. I was thinking we like sleep in the same room to like kind of wean ourselves off of it for like 2 or 3 days. He didn't seem really into the idea.
I laughed. I thought it was funny.
You lulled?
But then I said, never again.
Never doing this again.
Never again.
Oh, not even if we went camping together and we had to share a giant tent?
No. Even, here's the thing. Well, I guess that would be fine because if your tent was over there and my tent was over here, there's not enough material between the two to mask the sound of a bear.
Like if a bear comes to kill us?
No, you snoring is the same sound a bear makes when it comes to kill you.
Really?
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm a deterrent for bears. That's all. That's the positive spin I get.
No,
out of
actually,
that
you
comment.
irritate them because they think you're just talking shit. That's what it sounds like when you snore.
Bear's like, this other bear in his tent's talking shit.
Just
I gotta
talking
come over
shit.
right now.
I'm trying to sleep, and he's like, your wife is ugly.
He's like, that's not a cave. This is a cave.
This is a cave.
Being an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone said bears live in caves. I don't think that's really true, though. I don't think bears...
I thought they just sleep in caves during the winter.
Well, I think they sleep...
Have you seen that movie
really
Wild America?
No.
That's the only information I have about bears.
We should learn more about bears.
And it was... Jonathan Taylor Thomas is in it.
What?
Yeah, and so that means that
JTT?
it's true. That's how things work.
JTT.
It was on VHS. Jonathan Taylor Thomas was in it.
I enjoy
So
that.
whatever they said about bears is true.
I like it.
But there's this big cave in the winter, and it's full of bears. Like they all sleep in the same spot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, which I suppose would make sense for like body heat. But they're trying to make a documentary, and they're walking in, and then there's like these snow snakes.
What?
Yeah, right? Snow snakes. And then they're filming the bears, and then all the bears wake up. What? At the same time.
Why do they wake up?
Because they're mad. Somebody's in
Why
there.
are they mad? Because the people are in there?
Because they didn't sign a waiver.
They didn't
for
sign a
them
waiver
to
for the
film.
camera crew?
Yeah.
They're like, you guys can't film in here.
You're right. I'm trying to sleep. That's a violation of privacy. Anyways, that's Wild America, and that's what I know about bears.
That's what you know about bears.
Yeah.
That's your bear knowledge. Your bear knowledge. Bear knowledge.
Okay.
Ballage.
No, but yes.
Nares.
I don't know what that had to do.
Are your feet comfortable underneath my air mattress?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
It's just so hot.
It is hot in here.
Anyways, I went to Seattle. That was fun.
Talk about
that.
Seattle.
Seattle's great. I
Tell me
did
about my
12
city I
sets.
love.
That was a lot. It didn't rain. It rained once. I was so
What?
disappointed. Yeah.
Did you want it to?
Hell yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
I like
I
the
did
rain.
too.
I wanted to watch you sit in the rain.
It did rain like the last night before I left, so I felt like I brought the sun this time. You know, oh, did you bring the sun with you? You brought it with
Is
you.
that what all your grandparents said?
That's what everyone says. No,
You brought.
well, you weren't here when
from
I got
LA.
here, but when I got to Los Angeles, it rained, and everybody's like, "Oh, you brought it with you."
You brought the
Why?
rain.
I don't know why everyone's from the Midwest, but they are.
Why'd you brought the rain with you, yeah? Don't you know?
Is that Canada or is
I'm
that
not sure.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
that's pretty good.
Do you want to watch WrestleMania? Tell me about your shows.
They were
Burp
great.
about your shows.
Sorry. They were really good.
They're really great.
Yeah, I was at the Underground a lot. Oh, I did the High show. What's that? The Dope show.
So you got real high.
Yeah, I did a sober set and then smoked weed. And here's my good deed for the week.
What did you do?
Well, we were outside and you had to like go in the corner and you're in Pioneer Square and you're smoking weed.
Yeah.
He gave you like a joint, right?
Yeah.
And homeless people keep coming up to us. And there's one point where this guy's like right here and he's like, "Hey, do you have any change?" And I just like blow weed smoke in his face. And I'm like, "No." Like that was it. And it's like felt kind of bad. And then another guy comes up, he asks for a change and we're like, "No, we don't have anything." And then he comes back and he looks at me and I'm like, I can't smoke this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get real weird if that's what happens. So I'm like, I have like a quarter of it left.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Can I have a hit of that?" And I go, "You can have the whole thing. Like,
Oh,
you can have the
jeez.
rest of it." And he was like, "No, I just want to hit." And in my head, I'm like, there's no way I'm taking this back from you.
Yeah.
Like, you take this. And so I just gave some homeless guy the rest of my joint.
That's nice of you.
Thank you.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
You're just doing some good deeds all day.
Mm-hmm.
How was the rest of the shows? How was the secret show?
It was pretty good. Yeah, a lot of comics came. They were great. It was fun. People dropped in. The headliner from the Underground came.
Did you cry?
Nope.
No.
No.
No tears of joy?
No? Was I supposed to?
I mean, I thought that's kind of a thing now we do, but
all the time?
yeah, like when you said you were close to being in Los Angeles, I cried for like a solid 4 hours.
Because I wasn't that close, obviously.
Well, you're close. I was just like, oh my God. That's what my crying noise sounds like. Ah.
Sounds like a shitty ghost.
Oh, scary.
And everyone's like, Mike, we can see you.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go try to wake up those bears in that group cave again.
Group cave.
Group cave.
Oh, maybe that's like a bear bang tent.
Oh, it's a Burning Man for bears? It's Burning Man?
But it's like the opposite. It's winter, so it would be like Freezing Man.
Oh. Sleeping Man.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun festival. Everybody just takes naps.
That is nice, actually.
Right?
Everyone come to the desert and nap.
You eat a bunch. And then like a bunch of hair and stuff too. And then you take a nap. That's a fun.
Is that how bears eat hair before they go to bed?
Yeah, you made it sound like they do it every night. But they hibernate. So then you eat like weird stuff like sticks and hair and stuff like that so that it clogs up your butthole.
Really?
You don't know this about bears?
No, bears clog up their buttholes?
I thought you knew a lot about bears.
I have never clogged up my butthole.
Well, you know, hibernate.
And I eat sticks and hair like every other day.
But they're asleep for like 3 months.
Dude,
that's how long they
dope.
hibernate. So then they do that so that they won't shit
while they sleep.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite. So they constipate themselves.
Yeah. So then when you wake up after the 3 months,
morning
that's
dump,
the worst.
It's gotta be
right?
the worst morning dump ever. If bears wake up from hibernating, do they wake up in the morning 3 months later, or do they wake up at night?
That is a very good question.
And they're just like, oh man, I timed this wrong. It's nighttime.
Like,
I can't go back to sleep.
They're like, oh my gosh, I slept till noon
I drank
again.
so much Mountain Dew.
I slept till noon.
Oh no.
That's hilarious.
Everyone left the cave.
Is it exactly 3 months? I don't know.
know.
What if the bear next to you wakes up before you? Do they wake you up too? I don't know.
What if the bear snores really loud next to you?
Hey,
You
if
can't
you're
go
a
to sleep
bear
in time?
and you're listening to this
Could you email us at huglifepodcast@gmail.com if you're a grizzly bear?
Huglifepodcast
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com. And
Email us.
yeah.
Tell us your stories.
Do you wake the other bears up? Do you try to be quiet? Do you make them breakfast so that when they wake up, they're like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Barry made us breakfast.
Bear necessity breakfast. The bear necessity breakfast.
Anyways, you know.
Oh, I know.
So email us, let us know.
If you're a bear.
If you're a crepe or
If you're a
pancake
person,
kind of
you can
bear.
email us if you know it too. If you know a lot about bears.
Yeah, maybe one of your cousins is a bear.
Mine?
I'm just saying, like,
I'm from Alaska.
like
I have
a person
family
who
members.
wasn't a bear could email us if like one of their cousins was a bear and they knew the answers to these
I mean,
questions.
I have family members that are bears because I'm from Alaska, but they
Oh.
all don't have like email or phones or anything because they live up there. So
They don't have email?
no, they don't.
What about like a cell phone? Could they
They
text you?
only use AOL Instant Messenger. It's really annoying.
Okay.
It's super frustrating.
All right. If there's any bears listening out there and you need to instant message us.
Uh-huh. Only a couple of them listen to podcasts.
So they can listen to podcasts but not.
But they don't use email.
Or
They're very against
like
it.
texting.
They're very they're very against technology.
These Amish bears.
Yeah. They all have sundials all around their wrists.
Jesus.
It's really hard getting around in the forest by horse and buggy, but they do it.
A bear on a horse and a buggy? That's a really funny picture. Anyways.
So we need to do the quiz.
Sure.
It's 42 minutes in. You ready for this shit? It's kind of a longer quiz too.
Perf.
I sent it to you. Do you want to do it on my I'll do it for you and tell you later what it is?
But I have it right in front of me.
Oh, you have it right in front of you? Okay.
You sent it to me.
Okay. Well, then that's where. Okay.
You just said that.
Okay. The quiz today is what kind of roommate are you? So, Monica,
What are the options?
how do you communicate with your roommate? Do you schedule a meeting? Do you do it in person? We hang out. So always. Nope. Lipstick on the mirror or texting? I picked in person.
If you ever tried to schedule a meeting with me,
What about lipstick on the mirror?
I would throw all your shit out.
What about your lipstick on the mirror?
Lipstick on the mirror.
Monica, talk to me.
I think I have lip gloss, but not lipstick.
You don't have lipstick? I say it like it's two words. Lipstick?
In person.
I picked in person as well.
Is this going to be about each other? Okay.
You're starving and you find pizza left out. What do?
I eat pizza.
Do you yell who wants pizza first and then eat it? Do you fold it 4 ways and stuff it into your mouth? That's what I picked. Do you pick only the toppings? Do you take a slice they won't mind? Do you refrigerate it or do you order another pizza? I said I'd stuff it in my mouth 4 ways.
How do you... What?
You fold it 4 ways.
Fold it 4 ways. You said stuff it in your mouth 4 ways, and I was like, what other way can you get stuff in there? Like, did you... Oh, man, I had so many questions. Okay. I would take a slice. They won't mind,
Oh,
right?
okay.
If you had a pizza out there and it was just on the thing, I would probably just take a slice.
I mean, that's okay.
If it was a last slice, I feel like
that would,
different
you never
question.
take that. But
Right.
You got to pick a prank. You do their laundry. You remove the toilet seat. You flush the toilet while they're showering. You hang the couch from the ceiling. You lock them out. Or you say good morning. I said say good morning.
You do their laundry?
Yeah. Would you do my
As a
laundry?
prank?
As a prank. Fool's on you. I did your laundry.
You thought you were going to have to do your laundry, and I got you. That's the
I
worst.
picked say good morning.
Who fucking thinks that's a prank is what I want to know.
This quiz, apparently.
Fucking.
I picked to say good morning.
Mom pulled a prank on you. She did all your
crazy.
laundry.
She did my laundry last night. She's such a joker.
Okay.
What did you pick? Flush the toilet while they shower? Did you hang the couch from the ceiling? Which seems like a lot of work. Lock them out.
Hang the couch from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Again, why is this a prank?
Lock
Like,
them
that's
out
just-
is a dick move.
Yeah. I would say I'm the type... Well, why would you take the toilet seat off?
I don't know. That's not nice. It's not nice at all.
But then where are you shitting?
In the other bathroom.
Well, then why isn't everyone just using the other bathroom? Anyways, I think I'm more of the level of a flush the toilet while they're in the shower.
That's a harmless prank. It's the most
yeah, like
harmless
it's,
prank
oh,
on there.
haha. Todd?
I picked say good morning. There's a ghost in here. Choose a shampoo fragrance: ice fresh, lavender, lilac, green apple, wild cherry, ocean mist. They're darely clarifying. I picked green apple. I
Did
like
you
green
say
apple.
darely clarifying?
Darely clarifying.
Daily.
Daily clarifying.
What'd you pick?
Green apple.
Really?
I like green apples.
As like a... That's what you want to smell like?
I like apples.
All right. I'm going to go
I like...
ocean mist. I'm that type of...
Ooh.
That's fun. Cool.
You see a spider, how do you react?
Oh, classic.
Scream
Mike
for other
Coletta.
roommate. Flush it. Catch and release. Stomp it. Jar it and put it with the others. It's creepy. Or tag team its removal. I said catch and release because I've already done that in this apartment.
You released something?
I caught a daddy long legs and I put it outside.
Why don't you smash it?
Because just a daddy long legs. I just
Okay.
wanted to live.
I mean, that's what I'd probably just step on. In fact, I was in
Wouldn't flush
second
it.
grade. I forgot about this. I was in second grade, and we had just like done this lesson on like insects and how they're animals too, and like not to.
Yeah.
We were walking down the hallway, and there was a spider like crawling in the middle of the hallway, like as we're all in line, you know, when you're little and you're like all
Yeah.
walking in line. And the teacher was like, somebody was like, "Oh, there's a spider," and she was like, "Oh, remember we just learned like don't." And I just stepped right on it, like it was like, "Wow!" Like I don't know why it scared me. Like I just saw it and I was like, "Bam!" and just smashed it. Like we had just learned not to do that. And then the teacher was like, "Oh, just let it go," blah blah blah, and I just smashed it in front of everyone.
You're so rude.
I know. I'm sorry, but I think it's just.
So you pick stomp it. Is the
yeah,
answer
it's
to your
just
question.
it's just a reaction.
All right. When do you go to bed during the week? Around midnight? It really depends. 10 p.m. They never slept. Whenever everyone leaves. And I said, whenever I want. That's what I chose. I go to bed whenever I want.
I mean, it never sleeps, is what.
You never sleep.
It's a problem.
Pick a room.
Ooh,
A
they're nice.
closet, a kitchen, a living room, an attic-looking place, I guess. A bathroom or a bedroom. I picked the kitchen.
Speaking the bathroom.
Picking the bathroom. Taking lots of hefty dumps.
I picked that attic. I like cool, like
like
loft, weird rooms like that.
How did you meet your roommate? High school, Craigslist, been hanging since birth, friend of a friend, appeared one day, or Facebook? I picked appeared one day. You appeared in my life one day. I even remember the day.
Really?
Yeah, you remember the day you met me?
No, so I'm going to put friend of a friend. But what?
You
The
don't remember
first
the day we
day?
met?
Was it Yogi's show?
Yeah.
Well, then that counts, friend of a friend.
But you didn't.
That's true. It was your show because you were closing it. And then I had a bunch of friends from Seattle U because it was right next to Seattle U.
I know.
They came.
I remember.
I didn't mean that in like a bad. I was just saying, yes, I remember. I didn't know that we had never met before that.
You never did.
Because Cameron and I met at that show, and remember he came over to look at the apartment when he was going to move in.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, we've never met each other, but Owen said you're great or whatever. And he was like, we've worked together. And I was like, fuck. Like, I didn't remember.
Dick.
Yeah.
Speaking of dick, pick a phrase with the word dish. It's not related at all.
The word dick.
Could you do the dishes then when you get it? Could you do the dishes when you get a chance? I can't read.
Let's put in bed at the end of all these because that's fun.
Under the door in bed. This hot dish is delicious in bed. Give me the dish in bed. If you can't take it, don't dish it out in bed. Or he/she is a total dish in bed. I picked he/she is a total dish in bed.
Does this mean dick?
I don't know. I don't know what dish is. Because this hot dish is delicious.
Oh, is this because roommates fight about the dishes a lot?
Yeah, I think so.
Could you... Oh, slide the dish under the joke. I'm going to go give me that dish.
Give me that dish. Choose your landlord-friendly spirit animal. There's a hermit crab, a adorable hedgehog, a goldfish, a bear, a ferret, and a parrot, and I picked the bear.
I'm picking the hedgehog because that's our mascot.
Oh.
Whoa, what?
I'm worried that you got the same one I got.
Yeah, we did.
We got the same one.
Fuck.
We're both the perfect roommates.
What happens then?
From the moment you moved in, everything just clicked. Remember this is in our roommate vows. Keep your area clean, but also give your roommate their space when they need it. You hang out with your roommate, but you definitely do your own thing. Give them the space when they need it. You're podcasting in my room right now. I think you just burped in my room, and you're eating kale in my room.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. When do you need space?
I think you're a great roommate, is what I'm trying to say.
Thank you.
You're great.
You're great.
Are you going to say something to me?
We started this off so weird we forgot to
say something to me?
I said you're great.
But are you how am I as a roommate? I'm pretty great, right?
Did I just pull this up?
Yeah, you did just pull on it. Why did you pull on it?
Anyways, you're a great roommate as well.
Say that again?
Said you're a great roommate as well.
That was good. That was an audio check, and
is that what
I just wanted to hear the compliment again.
Make me say it again.
Yeah, I feel good about this right now. I feel great about it.
Do you?
I do. Here's something that I didn't ask you about. Do we need to plug?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See that handy pandy podcast producing.
Good thing
Did you see that? You see how well I remembered that shit?
You did. Oh, good thing you did.
Yeah, you like it?
It'd be a
real big bum cover. Big old anal bum cover. Album covers. That to me is a classic SNL sketch.
It's
the Celebrity Jeopardy is so good.
Genius.
It's so good
because they could do it more than once. Like you know, it's good when you can do it more than once and make it amazing more than once.
Yeah,
like there's so many quotes from different. So good. I'll take the condom thing for $800. It's not. Oh
man.
All right. Anyways, Mike, do you remember when we went to
Mongolia? Mongolia, Alabama. When we went to Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember it. It was nice.
It was really fun. We saw some rockets.
Yeah, we saw rockets. It was my childhood.
What was the dog's name?
The dog's name was. Oh my God!
He kept farting.
Oh, the dog that kept farting. He was such a bulldog.
Buddy?
It was Buddy the bulldog.
It was Buddy. Anyways, Huntsville was fun.
Loved farting.
But Huntsville was one of my favorite shows because they made a
blanket fort.
Yeah. The drive.
It was nice.
Blanket drive. It was the coolest. Anyways, so our friend that's there, Joel Elliott, also a comedian. He's got some. Actually, he has a video from that night on YouTube where he talks to me. He makes me follow him on Twitter while he's on stage. Anyways, he made an independent film.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's called A Courtship.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you can see it. It's on YouTube.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
it's pretty cool. So you should check it out. Our
Check
friend
it out.
Joel, good guy.
Check out Joel's movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good movie plug right there.
I think those are pretty good.
I think you're great.
I think you're great.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I got a dope human being.
I'm
in the
ready
week.
for the dope human
Are
being.
you ready
of the
for
week.
that?
I'm so ready for it.
Are you sure?
I'm so ready.
Because I had to drive from Seattle to...
You had to drive from Seattle to Los Angeles.
You know what that means.
Podcasts?
TED Talks.
TED Talks.
This one's actually really cool. So her name is Nancy Loveland.
Oh, I love the name.
Right? And she created a program where you can text. It's a crisis text line. So people who maybe need to talk to a counselor or feeling like people who maybe want to cut yourself, something like that, or feeling suicidal, something like that, you can text this text line and they hook you immediately to a certified therapist, like a counselor.
Wow.
And they will text with you. Because a lot of people, whatever you feel about people having a hard time talking to each other or calling, if this is the difference that's going to help, you texting, fucking go for it. That's great. And so she was talking about how they have an algorithm that takes in the intake text and that uses certain words to place them on a level of how serious it is. And so they if there's any suicidal tendencies, they do an active rescue where they call the police department by them and have them come to their house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
That is pretty cool. And
I mean, that's not cool, but it's a good system as well.
no, it's a super cool system because a lot of these people, you're alone. And there was one, she told this crazy story where it was a younger girl and she had texted from her room upstairs and it triggered a active rescue and she was suicidal and her mom was in the house.
Oh, geez.
She had no idea. And so because of this, they were able to save her and then kind of work through those things because they hadn't talked about it before. It's really cool. I think it's really cool. And so the number is 741-741. And you can use it and it's it's free. It's just your regular texting.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really cool. And so they've been using the data to help. You can go to this website, crisistrends.org, and you can see all the different trends. She said people with eating disorders were more likely to have issues on Mondays, or they would text more on Mondays. They took all the data from October and November when the presidential election started talking a lot about Muslims and Donald Trump was saying in their attacks and all that stuff. And the increase in Muslim people who are texting them was huge. They're taking all this data and they're using it, they're giving it to schools and stuff so that they can kind of, be oh, on Mondays, I know this is when this, might be a little bit more increased, that type of thing.
That's a really, really good charity.
Right? Thank you very much.
Great job today.
So you can learn more about it and check it out. It's crisistextline.org. And you can look at the numbers and the cool trends, not cool trends, but the interesting different trends on crisistrends.org. And then if you want to use that number, it is 741-741.
That's really good, Monica.
Thank you.
That was a good one. This has been a good episode.
Did you like it?
I feel good about it.
You want a pot of kale?
No, I don't want to eat a pot of kale. Because if we ate a pot of kale, then you'd have to know the magic in this young girl's farts. Bye-bye.